Kansas City man robbed 4 different McDonald's restaurants. He pulls up, jumps in the drive-thru window with a knife in his hand, then he takes the cash tray before fleeing the scene at a high rate of speed. The suspect was wearing a Jason mask with a knife in his hand during one of the robberies. If you know, seen, or heard who robbed McDonald's, please send me a message. Thanks. Okay, so on the first scene, the guy, he didn't have a mask on. And when I looked at him, it looked like somebody out of the 70s. I don't know if you know what people look like in the 70s, but the guy from the first scene with no mask on, he looked like somebody from like 77 or 78, around that time. So it looks like maybe he was wearing thrift store clothing during the first robbery, okay? Now, when he climbed through that window, he reminded me of AZ from Paid in Full when he used to work at the cleaners, okay? So this guy, he was climbing through that window, that drive-through window, looking like AZ when he was working at the cleaners. So this guy, he was down bad, okay? He was really down bad. You can tell by the way he looked. He was down bad, okay? So he slithered from his car into the drive-through window. He hit a button on the screen and he got the cash tray. And this guy, he knows how to hit these buttons real good. So either somebody then taught him how to hit these buttons or he used to work there, because when you never worked a cash register before, it's kind of difficult just getting it to pop open. Like doing the first one, he hit that button, he got that mug open in less than like a second or two. The second time he struggled with it a bit. He had to actually hop in the window and, get it done, and he still had his he had his Jason mask on and a knife in his hand. So this guy, he thinks he's on a Scream movie and he's taking burgers or money, and I'm sure he probably grabbed some burgers and fries too. But this guy, he's just reckless, and he did this at 4 different McDonald's, and he's looking at these McDonald's like this is just some faceless business, but it's actual businessmen and businesswomen behind these locations, and they're taking a hit, I'm sure, during on product, insurance, employees not wanting to work there anymore because it's not safe. A lot of young people work at McDonald's. Nobody wants their kid or their younger family member working at a place where Jason's hopping through the window with a knife, demanding money, burgers, barbecue sauces, and all kind of other stuff. This guy, so when he feels like it, he pulls up to the drive-through window, and the first time he didn't even come in. He just kind of squeezed. He just kind of slithered through that thing on it and had half of his body in the car and the other half in McDonald's taking this register. So it just doesn't make any sense at this point. And like I say, kids coming in these McDonald's to get their Happy Meals, and we don't need Jason in McDonald's running around with a knife trying to get a bag while kids is in these McDonald's getting their Happy Meals, okay? It just doesn't mix. Jason and Happy Meals, it don't mix, all right? Then on top of that, this guy doesn't have a firearm. He has a knife, okay? And he's down bad, like I say. He's dusty, all right? Super dusty, okay? When somebody slithers through a drive-through window with a knife in their hand and sometimes wearing a Jason mask, he's gonna stab, he gonna poke something, okay? It's no doubt when somebody come in with a knife like that, they gonna poke something. He ain't playing around. This dude is broke, dirty, dusty, he stinks, okay? He's not that smart, because instead of going out to get a job or starting a business, he done robbed 4 different McDonald's, okay? So he's a career McDonald robber at this point. So he's probably robbing all these different McDonald's, rolling around in a Kia, because he's probably a Kia boy too, or a Hyundai boy, because somebody like this, they're double dipping in crimes, okay? They're double dipping. Hyundai boy, Kia boy, McDonald boy, You know what I'm saying? And this is, like I say, this ain't nothing but the McDonald's boys right here. Nobody hits 4 different McDonald's. And then he got away with it, okay? And from the pictures that I seen, you couldn't get a clear face picture. You seen like the side of the back of his head. That's not a clear picture. So this guy's out here, he's watching the news, he's watching my show, he's giggling, you know what I'm saying? And this person is I doubt if they rob any more McDonald's because it's getting a lot of attention at this point, but when he get hungry again, he's gonna rob something else because this guy's just, he's getting, after robbing 4 McDonald's and getting away with it, you're gonna be confident, all right? So in his confidence, he's gonna make a sloppy move next if he gets hungry again. He needs to just go out, put in an application, go work at Amazon, go work at somebody else, go find a McDonald's to work at, you know, because you've been working at he has some fast food experience because he tapped that machine and in a fraction of a second, that machine spit out money. I don't know if you ever dealt with a cash register before. They're not easy to make the tray spit out. You gotta do a whole bunch of different little complicated stuff. Some people can sit there for an hour and not get it open. So this person, they had some type of training in opening up these cash tray doors. And on top of that, there's some link between this person and McDonald's because he could have hit any kind of other restaurant and drive-through places. It's all kind of drive-through places. They chose to hit 4 McDonald's in a row. Okay, so at this point, this guy needs to just be, he needs a name like the Hamburglar or the McDonald's demon or something, because this guy that made a career out of climbing through these windows, robbing these people with this Jason mask on and this knife. It's nowhere near Halloween, so if you're working at a drive-through restaurant with a drive-through, it doesn't have to be McDonald's, and you see somebody drive up and they have a Jason mask on or some type of opera mask or a mask on, it's not a joke, it's a robbery, okay? It's a robbery. So just get out the way, let this dusty guy get his money, whatever's in the drawer, probably about $40-some, and let him go, okay? Let him go, because he's doing this to feed his bad habit. Nobody with good habits is gonna do something like this. This guy's on something, and he's doing whatever he can do to feed his bad habit, okay? So be careful out there, y'all. The McDonald demon is lurking Kansas City. I'm out of here.
Your spot, are you making the head?
Shout out Fetty, shout out Fetty.
That's emotional still. That's emotional still.